Let us discuss the chapter Habitat of Living Part 2, video number 11 of September month. In this video, we will discuss about the topics adaptation in desert plant, mainly we will discuss cactus plant, adaptation in mountain region, where we will study about plants and animals, how they camouflage, hibernate to face the freezing cold condition and escape their enemies. Adaptations in grassland, what kind of animals and plants live here and how the herbivore and carnivore are adapted, and at the same time what adaptations are there in plants in the grassland area. In previous video you have studied about how a wonderful animal survives in desert condition, how cope and adapts with the high temperature of the desert area. Can you tell me the name? Yes, it is camel. It has various different features which helps to survive successfully in the high temperature of desert. Then we discussed about different types of habitats, its definitions, and also its components. We also discussed how adaptation helps organism to survive successfully in the harsh environmental condition. Not only the camel is adapted, but there are various other animals which are adapted, and many of them are nocturnal because they come out only at night, because daytime it is very hot. You can see the circle part in the video. These are the adaptive features of these animals which help them to live successfully in the desert condition. Then we will study in this video about few plants which survive in this high temperature area, that is desert area. So the plants which are found in desert area are mainly known as xerophytes. Xero means dry and phyton means plant. These plants are well adapted to cope up with the environment. For example, prickly pear and cactus. And we will, as I told you, we will discuss about cactus. So cactus is very well adapted plant. Its leaves are modified into spines or prickly, and its stem is modified into leaf-like structure, which is succulent, or you can say it is like, you can see aloe vera plant, it is very spongy. Yes, it conserves water and helps these plants to carry out photosynthesis. And if you will study about their roots, two types of typical root structures are found. One is like fibrous root structure, as you can see in the picture here, and one is the roots are going deep down into the soil in search of water. Very long roots are there, right? And not only this, the leaves are thick waxy coating which is called cuticle, and as I told you, the stems are modified into leaf-like structure which is known as phylloclades, and they also have thick cuticle to check the transpiration. As you know, the transpiration is what? They lose water by this process. Let us discuss about the mountain region adaptation in plants and animals. Here, first we will discuss about the animals. You might not have forgotten about the pashmina shawl which we get from mountain goat. Yes, they have white and light colored skin, body covered with fur or thick hair, which keeps their body warm. This light colored skin and body hair helps them to camouflage with the environment, and it saves them from their enemies. And you can see yak having long hair, it keeps them warm. Snow leopard and polar bear also have thick fur on their body, that is including their foot and toes are also covered. It helps them to protect and walk in the cold Snow. Yes, you can see the mountain goat. So polar bear live in polar region, which is always covered with snow. But in summer season, when there is less snow, the bear will feed enough on fishes and other animals, and this helps them to develop fats layer, thick fats layer below their skin, which protects them from freezing cold when they are undergoing hibernation. Hibernation means long winter sleep, and the metabolism rate reduces to minimum. Hence, the stored fats under the skin are enough for their survival. This hibernation takes place in polar bear, walrus, seal, and penguin, etc. Children, can you tell me what happens if polar bear does not eat enough? So children, you can see here the Arctic fox is white in winter, but let us see what happens in summer. Oh, see, it's different. It looks different in summer. So this helps in camouflage in the environment. When the snow is not there, it can camouflage its skin color in the environment. Now you can see, what is this? It's not a leaf. Yes, it is something else. Here also, it's an insect. When it moves on the ground, it looks like as if a leaf is moving, right? See, you cannot identify that it is hiding. Yes, it is just like playing hide and seek. Yes, you cannot identify. And see nicely what is there. Yes, it looks like dry twig, piece of branch, but it's not. It's an insect. Similarly, we see seaweed. It also looks like, something different. It looks like leafy dragon. Now we will discuss about the animals and plants in the grassland area. So what are the different features? Grasslands are covered with wide, tall grasses. Sometimes small leafy plants are also there. Yes, here the herbivore animals are the prey to the predators. Now they have long ear to hear. So they can catch slight movement of the predator. They have eyes on the both sides of their head to look in the all direction, and also they can move or run very fast. For example, deer. It helps them to escape from the predator. Not only this, animals like bison or elephant, they always move in herds, and it helps them to protect themselves and their small babies from the predator like lion, tiger, and leopard, even the hyenas. See, this tiger is having very sharp and long and strong canine, and even its paws are having very sharp toenails, or you can say, see, and these can recline, these can be withdrawn. These strong claws help them to hold their prey very strongly. And then we can see that light brown fur, stripes, all this help them to hide in tall grasses from their prey. See, spotted leopard, it can very easily hide in the tall long grass. And they can walk so slowly that even the deer will not be able to identify. Their eyes are located in the front. This helps them to find out where exactly their prey is. Prey is what? See, what is it holding in its hand? Yes, it's a kind of herbivore. Now, the leopard is hunting deer, and how this herbivore can escape? They can escape when they run very fast. Their strong muscle help them to move away from the predators. See, wild dogs, hyenas, all these are very strong predators. Predators means which are hunting on other animals like herbivore animal. Because grasslands, they have huge number of trees, plants, yes, large grazing animals are there. So adaptation in plants in this grasslands are not very much significant. It's even everywhere. The grasses are deep rooted and extended to a depth. When the wildfire arises, they can remain saved inside the soil, and when the conditions are favorable, they again grow up. So based on whatever we have discussed in this video, I'm giving you some assignment questions.